once you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, so yesterday we saw the overall about the XScan. Okay, what are the other features are available in the XScan. So today what we will see how to create the test case. Okay, we will create one simple test case, and after that, if we have the time, then we will again come back to the module section and cover that different part of the identification methods. Okay, so first test case is that we will create is that we have to open the application and close the application. Okay, what we have to do, we have to simply open this demo webshop application and close this application. Okay, opening and closing. Okay, for that, before that, let me explain you one thing. Okay, so whenever we will create the test case, we have to create 3 folders as we discussed on the previous class: precondition, process, and last is that post condition. Okay, so in that precondition, all the precondition part like opening the browser, closing the opening the browser, adding the buffers, all this stuff we have to do. Like initial part of the defining we have to do in the precondition. Okay, and in the post condition, closing the browser, removing the buffers, log out the application, those stuff we will do in the post condition. Okay, now we will create one test case here. How to create the test case in the test case folder? We have to simply right click here and you can see one option. This is the blue color half circle, that is the test case. Okay, we have to simply click on the test case and give the name as a open and close browser. Okay, and we will change this work state from plan to in work. All right, so here this is the left menu and this is the actual workspace. Okay, whenever you are working on anything on the test case, you have to do the test folder creation, anything you have to do on the right side only. For the navigation purpose, we will use this left panel. Okay, so now I will create the folder here. Simply right click, create the folder and give the name as a precondition. Okay, second folder again I will selecting on the test case and creating the second folder on the name of the process. Okay, and third folder is that post condition. Okay, so just now we have created the 3 folders inside the test case. So as a best practices, whenever you will create the test case, make sure first thing what you have to do, you have to create these 3 folders. Okay, it doesn't matter you are testing like API testing, you are doing mobile testing, you are doing desktop testing, you are doing any application, doesn't matter. In the Tosca, as a best practice, whenever you will create the test case, you have to create the first 3 folder inside that test case. Okay, now what I said, what exactly we are doing here, we are opening the browser or we are opening and closing the application. Okay, so we have one standard module in the module section, that is open and close the browser, open URL, where in the engine go to the HTML. In that HTML you can see the open URL module is there. Okay, The purpose of this open URL model is that it will open a URL using specified browser. Okay, opens a URL using the browser specified in the browser test configuration. Okay, so for opening any URL, we can use this standard model. So what I can do, I will simply drag this module from the module section and drop on that precondition. Drop on that precondition. Okay, so far so good. Any doubt, any question here?
So the desk is designed, we do it here, and like not in Excel or anywhere. We just design everything here in TOSCA.
Yes, in the TOSCA
Okay.
only we are designing desks. Yeah,
So everything is done here, not like we don't use any, outsource like Excel or anything like that.
correct. We are not using Excel anything for designing purpose. We can design our test case here only.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So first step, we have added one module from the model section, that is the open URL in the precondition. Okay. Now, once our open URL is completed, once application is open, we need to close that application. That is the simple test case. For closing the application, again we have one another module, that is the close browser. You can see here close browser. Okay. We have to simply select that module, drag this one and drop in the post condition. Okay. So far our designing part is done here. Okay. What we did, we have created the test case. Inside that test case, we have added the folders, and inside that folders, we have added the modules. Okay. And after that, we will provide some URL here now. Now we will provide the value here. Okay. So what is the URL you want to invoke it? I want to invoke this URL, demo shop. So here I will provide the URL. Okay, it will invoke this URL, and while closing the browser, we need to provide the title. Okay, title of this application. Once it is invoked, you can see here it is showing demo web shop. This is the title. Okay, this is called as a title, demo web shop, or we can call as a caption. So same caption we have to provide in the title, and this is very case sensitive. We have to provide the proper. Okay, DWSH. These are the capital. All right, and now we have to select the browser, which browser you want to execute this test case. For that, we have to simply come to the test configuration and right click here and select the test configuration parameter. So in the coming classes, in the actual course, we will discuss more about this test configuration parameter. So I will select as a browser, and for me I want to execute on the edge, so I will select as a edge. Okay, and I will close this one. Okay, there is no instance open for the edge browser. Okay, my test case is ready. What we have done here so far, we have created the folder structure, and each and every folder as per our requirement, we have added the modules from the module sections like open URL, close browser, and we have provided the value for that. Okay, and did the configuration for the browser, which browser we want to execute our test case. So I have selected as a Edge. So you can select on the Chrome, that is also fine. Simply select that test case, right click on that test case and go to the run in Scratchbook and click on run in Scratchbook. Now you can see application is successfully invoked, navigated that URL, and after that it closed that browser. Okay, this execution will happen in microseconds. So in few seconds only you saw like application was invoked and it is navigated to the web shop application. Okay, our test case is pass here. So far so doubt, any doubt, any question here? Any doubt, any question?
I think Nisha, she just put in the chat box that can you show the run again?
Okay, so we have to simply right click here, okay, on the test case, and run in Scratchbook option is available. We will select that run in Scratchbook. Then within a few seconds it will open the browser and it will close the application. Okay, and everything it is showing in the green means our test case is pass. If it is failing, then it will show where exactly it is failing. That time it will show the red cross icon. All right, complete this exercise, create the new test case, add this folder structure, add this model, provide the value, and try to run at your end. Okay, and let me know if you are facing any issues. And open
In the
URL
mode,
module.
yeah,
In the
yeah,
model section, you have to go to the standard model folder
yeah, and
and you have to expand the engine, and inside that HTML
oh,
folder is there.
okay, okay, thank you, got it.
Can you please, take your screen to the next one where you have, the, yeah, test case. Thank
Yeah.
you. Oh, quick question. So process and post condition, do you create the folder here itself or on the left side, you said, right?
Yeah, we have created the folder on the here
Right.
itself.
Okay. So for the process and post condition also here, I have done till like, the URL and everything. When I was asking about the process and post condition that you only created right here.
Yes. Just a right click on the open and close application test case, and it will show create folder. Select that one and give the name as a process. Similarly
Okay.
do for the post condition.
Okay. Thank you.
And in the test configuration, we had to add something, right?
Yeah, we have created one test configuration here.
You have to right
Simply
click.
right click and you can see TC as a test configuration parameter. Select
Okay.
that parameter and in the drop down you can see the browser option.
Uh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
select that browser and provide the value as
So
which one
it's
you want. Yeah,
Chrome string.
Chrome, yeah,
Okay.
Chrome one.
Okay. Okay.
Execute your test case in the Scratchbook and check it is working correctly or not. Let me know once it is done or if you are facing any issues.
Yeah, it worked for me. I just ran it.
Oh, great. Alright, so what I can do, we'll create another module. Okay, in the last folder, yeah. Okay, we will create another module. We have to simply come to our previous folder, scan folder, come to the scan. Let me open the application. Go to the scan, select the application. Now I have selected the application, and from here I will scan four things. One is that register, second is login, third is shopping cart, and fourth is wish list. Okay, my here module is ready. I will uncheck this one and save this module. Okay, I will close this scan window. Okay, so I will give the register register. Okay, so I have just scanned these four attributes here. Now what we have to do in the same test case, instead of same, let us create the new test case. I will copy this test case and here I will paste it. Okay, and here I will give the name as a login application. Okay, what I did, I have simply copied the previous test case and paste on the test case folder, so it will show here, and I have renamed that test case to the login application. Okay, so here by default this URL value is available and post condition data is available. Okay, now just now we have scanned the one model, that is the register model. We have to simply select that model, drag this model and drop in the process folder. Drop on that process folder. Okay, now you can see the model is ready here. So again, in the model section on previous class we have scanned the login model. Okay, select that login model, drag this model and drop on that process folder. Okay, now if you see here, it will show like this. Okay, open URL. In process we have added two models, and in the post condition we have added the closed browser is one model. Okay, now for clicking anything in the TOSCA, we have two options. Okay, let me explain. You want to perform the click action, we have two syntax. Okay, first is that capital X, second is that curly braces open, click, close the curly braces. Okay, why they have provided two syntax for the same click operation? The main difference is that if you use the capital X, okay, then it will not show the cursor. It will not show the cursor of the mouse, and without showing the cursor it will directly perform the click operation. Okay, and for this click it will show the cursor. Okay, on screen. That is the main difference between a capital X and click. Now here we want to click on the login button. So I will give the capital X here, and in the email I will provide some whatever register email ID you have you register on the first day, you have to provide that email ID, and in the password also you have to provide the correct password, and in the login again we will do here click operation. Okay, so far what we did, we have just created another model for the clicking on this login button. Okay, we have given the click here. Okay, once it will click, we have added the another model, that is the previous model for login one, email ID password, and we have provided the email ID password and click on the login button, and after that we are closing the browser. Okay, these are the steps we are performing here. Okay, accordingly I have added the model and just provided the values. Now I will run the same test case in the edge. Let me close this one. See, it click on the login and it enter the email ID password, and after that it close the browser. Okay, our test case is successfully executed. Okay, is it clear? Anyone have any doubt here?
So the scratchbook that is showing us all the, the results, right? Basically that everything was passed. So here
Correct.
it says, okay, so it went through all the steps and that means it passed. Okay.
Yeah, everything green means our test case is successfully executed.
Okay.
And sometimes it will show in the red cross icon means our test case is failed.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, complete this one and let me know if you face any issues here. Let me know once it is done if you are facing any issues.
Sachin, can you quickly show when you drag that login?
Mm-hmm.
That's think it's called. I just want to see that part. The
You have to
login
select,
to.
yeah, you have to
Okay.
select the module,
Okay.
drag this one, and drop on that process folder.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. What are these virtual folders? When it says, when you create a folder, it says something like virtual. What is that?
Which one you are talking?
Virtual folder. When you create a folder, right? There's something called virtual folder. What is that?
Where is the
Yeah,
virtual
when you
folder?
create, no, I mean, that is separate from this. I see one in the, next to standard, below standard module examples. Yeah, yeah.
In the model section?
And when you, hmm no, no, in the test cases section. Yeah, see
Mm-hmm.
here, virtual folders. See something called virtual folders,
Okay,
and I
okay.
think, yeah, when we try to create a folder, there's something called virtual. What is that something different?
No,
And
no, it is different thing.
okay,
Yeah. So this is the subset is imported. That's why it is showing like virtual folder name is given. Okay, it is related to the some other part. It is not related to this one. Yeah. Is everyone completed this exercise? Anyone facing any doubt, any questions? All right. On Monday onwards, actual classes will start, and we'll go in depth about each and every topic. We will cover it. So this week was all about the like introduction part. Okay.
From Monday, it will be 9 p.m., right, Sachin? 9 p.m.
Nine.
EST.
So today's timing was what was that? 9 p.m. Correct?
Today's it started. I mean, this whole week it was like 8 p.m. EST.
Okay. Then mostly you have to confirm with the team. Like again, I also confirm maybe it is 8 p.m. or 9 p.m.
Okay, I'll drop email. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And who have not done the registration part, please complete the registration part. Actual classes will start on the Monday. Okay.
okay, thank you.
All right, then we will